here's what I've discovered is they're all the same now. Like the only difference is slight appearances. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be looking at the all-new F-150 FTX. First and foremost though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Ed Kenley Ford here in Layton, Utah for giving me some time with this F-150. I'm going to include a link to their inventory in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. Something that's awesome about the Ed Kenley Ford here in Layton, Utah is they do not charge any markups over MSRP whatsoever. It doesn't matter what it is. So if you want a great deal on a new Ford, definitely reach out to them. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. So under the hood we have a naturally aspirated 5-liter V8 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. It's good for 400 horsepower and then 410 pound-feet of torque. Now stock fuel economy is 16 around town, 22 on the highway. Probably doesn't get that anymore. Also, I love how the air intake says V8 on it. That's awesome. Now before we go over the features on the FTX, I do want to mention if you see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So first off, you guys can see here with the hood, we've got these cool little like vent pieces on it, which definitely adds to the aggression. Now this is built off of a Lariat package, so you've got these LED lights. You guys can see the upgraded lights that come with the Lariat. Notice that the center portion of the grille has been blacked out, including the Ford logo, but then the rest of this is body painted around, which is pretty cool. And then you've got the fog lights still, and then you can see here with this bumper, it's custom for the FTX package. So we got a light bar there at the bottom, and it also says FTX. Got the tow hooks there on the front end as well. And I think this thing looks pretty cool from a front end perspective. Sorry about my shadow there, it's just the time of day it is. Now popping here to the side, we have 35s, and man, do they look cool. So first off, really loud car in the background, but well, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by an extremely loud car in the background. 35s, and they're mud terrain tires. Super aggressive. I feel like Bountiful has a bunch of people with really loud cars. I don't know why. But you guys can see here with the wheel design. Now, obviously, this does utilize slightly larger wheels. So, you know, it's kind of more of like a mall crawler setup rather than a full-on off-roader setup. But I love how it says FTX there in the center. I think that's pretty cool if you ask me. If you guys are wondering, these are 20s, I believe, for the size. I'll double check a little bit later. But anyways, FTX right there, and then you guys can see down below, and then look at the cladding here on the side, which is pretty cool. We also have rock rails, which adds to the fun. And here's your full side view. Now, in terms of the lift, BDS lift, and I believe it's about a 5-ish inch lift, roughly. But who cares how tall it is? All that matters is what it looks like. Now we've got the 2.0 Performance Series Fox shocks. Still have the stock leaf springs here with the truck. Oh, there we go. I can just look here on the little, there we go. Yeah, it is 20. I guessed right. 20-inch wheels. FTX all-terrain. We've got the Lariat taillights here on the back. You guys can see F-150 there. And then notice the aggressive exhaust tips here. Parking sensors on the bottom as well. And then we've got this bed cover that's also part of the package. So you guys can see the rear there. And look at the bed cover. That's definitely fun. And then popping inside, power steps. Hello. Now this is just a stock Lariat interior, so you're gonna notice that there's not a lot of changes here. You guys can see the center console set up here. Heated seats for the back though, at least. And popping to the front. Yeah, I'm not really seeing, just double checking everything. Ooh, that's a cool startup. Yeah, I mean, we've got this in the center console. It says their build number and everything. Other than that though, this is all stock Lariat interior. It does have a panoramic sunroof there at the top, so it's all pretty much all on the outside for the changes other than that badge there in the center. And then, well, that's the wrong sticker. We gotta go to the other side. I'm getting my steps in today for you guys. Man, even that tow truck's straight piped. Everything's straight piped up here in Layton, Utah. So here's our sticker for this, as you guys can see. See, it's pretty much all exterior stuff with it. Anyways, the MSRP $90,105. Let's see how it drives. Okay, so we are setting off here in the FTX, and well, we're gonna make some bold claims in today's video. So first off, being a Lariat, seat comfort's actually really solid, and I'm interested to see how these tires perform. By the way, that thing that fell was my tripod. Yeah, pretty solid so far. I love the exhaust in this. I just drove a Black Ops right before this, so I wanted to see if they drove any differently, if they sound any different. So far, not really. We'll pop this over into the sport mode. Yeah, there we go. Gotta put this down a little bit. I probably should have adjusted everything before we started our point of view drive, but you know what? Sometimes it's just like this. Ride quality is really good, which is great. It's a big plus. All I can hear is that exhaust. That's funny. I mean, I can also hear my air-conditioned seat. That's another thing. Exhaust and air-conditioned seat. That's like the two sounds that I'm getting here on the FTX. Now, let's see if it handles any differently. No, feels the same. Woo! Gotta love that sound. V8 power. Yeah, I mean, it's really smooth, just like the Black Ops. Huh. Same amount of tire noise. I mean, this is the same truck. So here's where Ben Hardy starts to make some bold claims. So, if you guys don't know, Fox bought out a lot of companies, including the company Tuscany that builds this, but also the company that builds, you know, the Rocky Ridge trucks, the RMT off-road packages, the Black Widow trucks, these Tuscany, like all of them. So here's what I've discovered is they're all the same now. Like the only difference is slight appearances. So like the Black Widow, and look at that, by the way. I've got it in 4-wheel auto. Put it into 2-wheel drive. See if that gets rid of the jitter. Huh. Weird. Let me know if that is in the comment section below. It's not like alarming or anything. It's but anyways, point that I was trying to make. I was just like, why are my hands vibrating a little bit? So since all the trucks are the same, it's like, I don't know, it just feels kind of odd to me, right? Because they all have, you know, they all have the same BDS lift, they all have the same Fox shocks in the rear, and you know, the tires look a little bit, you know, they typically will do different tire packages on the different trucks, and then the wheels look a little bit different, and then, you know, this has all the crazy body cladding in the hood and all that like the Black Widow trucks don't have. This is built off of, you know, a Lariat. Those are built off of an XLT. So yeah, there's a lot to it. So here's what I have to say is, first off, again, I really want to know what that steering wheel shaking was, because it's kind of still, ride quality is really good with this truck. I think it looks great on the outside. Interior is great because it's Lariat interior, but there's not a lot of like custom touches with this one, so you don't really I feel like I'm just driving a lifted Lariat. I don't feel like I'm driving an FTX unless I look at the plaque on the center console. So it's kind of like a mixed bag, because I could just go and get a Black Widow truck or an RMT for, you know, like, I think it's like $10,000 less roughly, but a lot of the extra money that this truck has going for it is because it's built off of Lariat, not an XLT. So if you're going to buy, this is just my personal opinion, because I've reviewed a bunch of these Black Widows, the RMT off-roads, all of them, okay? If you're gonna buy one of these, I think that the packages that are built off of a higher-end truck just make more sense, because like, if you're gonna spend $80,000 on a pickup truck, you might as well spend $90,000. I know it's $10,000 more, but you might as well spend $90,000 and get a truck that has a much nicer interior. And this FTX package, just like the Black Ops, I think looks a whole lot better on the outside compared to, like, I love the look of the black, don't get me wrong, I love the Black Widow trucks, I love the RMT off-roads, but I just think that the custom like bodywork they do on this, and how they body paint a lot of things and black out all the things, I think it just looks so cool. So this is my pick, either this or the Black Ops if I were to buy one of these trucks. But I guess one thing I will say is I wish that they did a little bit more to like differentiate the trucks, because like if you look at the Shelby trucks that Tuscany also builds, those are super differentiated because they have their own styling, and like the Shelby F-150 off-road has a freaking supercharged 5-liter V8. So like it's like this crazy unique vehicle. So like I'm not sure what they could do, but maybe like let's think. Maybe they have like a Raptor version where it's like not a Raptor, but it has like, you know, crazy advanced Fox shocks or something like that. And then they have like just, you know, lifted mall crawler like this. Just, I guess, something to differentiate the different brands. That's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think about this truck. And it's still doing it. What the heck? Anyways, I'll see you guys. That's gonna sum things up with our video on this FTX. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Ed Kenley Ford here in Layton, Utah for giving me some time with this FTX. Check out the inventory in the description down below. And with that being said, I'll see ya.